Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English at Home 79. I'm your host, Jamie, and today we have a special episode for you. We're going to talk about a popular holiday called Cinco de Mayo, and while we tell the story, we'll also learn some useful English words together. Are you ready to celebrate and learn? Let us know your favorite holiday in the comments.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex. I'm excited to join Jamie today. Cinco de Mayo is a fun topic, and we'll make sure to explain new words as we go along. Plus, we'll give you some tips at the end to help you remember them. Let's get started.
Okay, let's begin our story. The Cinco de Mayo, or 5th of May, is a holiday celebrated by Mexicans in the United States. Before 1776, much of the southern and western states, like Texas and California, were part of Mexico.
That's right. After a war between the U.S. and Mexico in the 1800s, these areas became part of the United States, but many Mexican people still lived there. They remained in the new states and kept their traditions alive.
Now, let's explain that word, remain. To remain means to stay in a place or to continue to exist. For example, some traditions remain popular today.
Thanks, Jamie. It's interesting how culture can remain strong even when borders change. Now, let's see why Cinco de Mayo is important.
The Latino population is the largest single ethnic group in the country. In fact, it accounts for 17% of the nation's population. Let's pause and explain account.
Sure. Account for means to make up or form part of a total. For example, Latinos account for 17% of the population. It means 17 out of every 100 people are Latino.
And let's also talk about ethnic. This word describes a group of people who share the same culture, language, or background. For example, Mexican is an ethnic group.
Great explanations. Let's continue. Did you know that 63% of those Latinos are of Mexican origin?
Origin means where something or someone comes from. For example, my origin is Mexico means I or my family come from Mexico. Now, back to the story.
Cinco de Mayo celebrates the Mexican victory in the Battle of Puebla against France on May 5, 1862. That was a big moment in history.
Let's pause. Battle means a fight between two groups, usually in a war. For example, the Battle of Puebla was between Mexico and France.
And victory means winning. If you win a game or a fight, you have a victory. So, Mexico had a victory over France in that battle.
Great! Curiously, Cinco de Mayo is celebrated more in the United States than in Mexico. Now, let's explain curiously.
Curiously means something is surprising or strange. For example, curiously, some traditions are more popular outside their original country.
In Los Angeles, the city celebrates with Fiesta Broadway, the largest Cinco de Mayo event in the world. More than 500,000 people come to downtown LA to participate in the street fair.
Let's explain downtown. Downtown is the main part of a city where there are many shops and offices. For example, we went shopping downtown.
Also, participate means to join or take part in something. Like, I participate in my school's sports day.
And don't forget event. An event is a special activity like a party or festival. So, Fiesta Broadway is a big event every year.
Speaking of fair, let's explain that. A fair is a fun outdoor gathering with games, rides, and food. For example, we had fun at the summer fair.
The street fair covers 24 square blocks. That's a huge area.
Let's pause. A block is a group of buildings in a city, usually with streets on each side. For example, I live 2 blocks from school.
Square here means a shape with 4 equal sides. So, a square block is a city area with 4 sides, like a box. Now, let's look at other cities that celebrate.
Besides Los Angeles, cities like Corona, West Los Angeles, and Commerce have celebrations too.
Commerce means the buying and selling of things, but here it's also the name of a city in California. Isn't that interesting?
Olvera Street in downtown LA is another famous place for Cinco de Mayo celebrations. It's very popular with locals and tourists.
And these celebrations are not only in Los Angeles, but in many southern and southwest cities in the United States.
Let's explain southern. Southern means in the south part of a place. For example, Texas is in the southern United States.
And southwest means in the direction between south and west. States like Arizona and New Mexico are in the southwest.
Great! Now, let's talk about a unique celebration in Los Angeles.
One of the most unique events is the Cinco de Mayo in the Hancock Park district of Los Angeles. It's an annual charity event that started in 1999.
Let's pause and explain district. A district is a part of a city, like a neighborhood. For example, I live in the school district.
Annual means something that happens every year. For instance, my birthday is an annual event.
Now, charity means helping people in need. A charity event is a party or activity to raise money or help others. Let's explain benefit too.
To benefit means to help or do good for someone. For example, the money from this party benefits the homeless by giving them shelter and support.
Now let's explain shelter. A shelter is a place where people can stay safe, especially if they don't have a home. For example, the shelter helps people who need a place to sleep.
It's amazing how a celebration can also help people in need. By connecting fun and charity, the Cinco de Mayo event truly benefits the community.
This is a great example of using festivals to make a real difference in people's lives. Can you think of other ways holidays can help our communities?
Absolutely. Sometimes, a simple event can inspire people to support good causes. Now, let's recap all the new words we learned today.
Let's quickly review the words: account, annual, battle, benefit, block, charity, commerce, curiously, district, downtown, ethnic, event, fair, Latino, origin, participat, population, remain, shelter, southern, southwest, square, victory. I'll give an example for each.
Great idea. For example, charity helps people. Annual means every year, and victory is when you win. Try to make your own sentences with these words. To remember new vocabulary, use flashcards, write them in a notebook, or say them out loud every day.
And here's a tip. Connect new words to your own life. For example, my origin is Italy, or I participated in a school event. The more you use new words, the easier they are to remember.
Don't forget to review often. Repeating words helps your brain remember. Now, let's ask our listeners a question.
Here's our question for you. Do you have a special holiday or event in your country? How do people celebrate it? Share your answer in the comments or tell a friend in English.
We'd love to hear about your traditions. It's a great way to practice English and learn about different cultures, too.
Thanks for joining us on Learn English at Home 79. Remember, learning English is a journey. Celebrate your progress no matter how small. Stay curious and keep practicing every day.
Goodbye, everyone. You're doing great. Remember, every new word is a step forward. Practice a little each day, and soon you'll be speaking English with confidence.
See you next time. And here's our last tip. Try to use new English words in your daily life. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. You can do it.